Hi everybody, my name is Christine. I'm one of your Vaughan fitness instructors. I'm going to take you through a gentle Pilates workout today. If you have a towel, you might need it just for your hips, for your neck when we lay down. And I'm going to do a warm-up today for a few minutes, then we'll do the workout, and at the end we'll do a stretch. So let's get started. We're going to come to your mat and we're going to lay down and get warmed up. So in Pilates, we want to balance off your body. So balance off your feet, your hips, your shoulders, and we're going to start to breathe. In Pilates, we breathe nice and deeply in through your nose. We exhale out through your mouth, and on our exhalations, we're going to squeeze the 5 sets of muscles that run from your pelvis to your breastbone, adding on to each set with each breath. So big, deep breath in, and then on our exhale, we're going to squeeze just where your pelvis is, and then release that on your inhale. Big, deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the pelvis and then just above the pelvis, and then release. Big deep breath in. Exhaling, squeezing the pelvis just above the pelvis and the belly button to the spine, and then release. Big deep breath in. Exhaling, squeezing pelvis just above the pelvis, the belly button to the spine, and then just above your belly button, and release. Big deep breath in. Exhaling, squeezing all the muscles running from the pelvis to the breastbone, and then release. We're going to do that a few more times with all 5 sets of muscles. So big deep breath in, and then squeeze all those muscles, pelvis to breastbone, and then release. Again, big deep breath in, and squeeze on your exhale all those muscles right up the center. And then one more time, big deep breath in. Exhaling, squeezing all those muscles right up through the center, and then release. Now let's start to warm your body up. So we're going to draw our leg in the air, and as we do, we're just going to do an ankle circle to start, okay? As we do our ankle circle, we're going to bend our knee if you have a back, you shoot. Have a straight leg if you don't, and we're going to start to drop the foot. So as we drop our foot, we're going to start to feel some tension build in the lower abdominals. Once you feel the beginnings of that tension, you're going to reverse direction on the ankle circle, and then slowly draw the foot back up. And once the foot reaches the top, we're going to release and switch. So doing that ankle circle one more time, dropping the foot with a bent knee or a straight leg, whatever works for you. Feel that tension start to build in the lower abdominals, and then release, reversing direction, bringing it back up again. And then when you reach the top, you can drop the foot. Now let's focus back on our first foot. We'll flex the foot and send the heel away, and then bring it back in. As we send our heel away, we want to exhale. As it comes back in, we want to inhale. And then if we need a little bit more, we can keep that heel slightly elevated over the mat. Great. And we're here for 6. Don't forget that breath. We want to exhale away, inhale back in, and 4 to go. 3, 2, we're going to switch sides on this last one, and then release and flex the other foot and send the heel away, bring it back in. Keeping on contact with that breath with each one of those exhales, we'll lengthen. And we got 5 more to go here. And let's do that 3 more times. And 2. Last one. On that last one, let's replace the other foot and then bring the feet about hip width apart and slowly drop our left knee open and then drop back in. As we drop the left knee open, we're opening up the hip. We're warming up the hip. We want to do that exhalation open, inhalation close, and try not to rock, okay? So we want to stay nice and steady through the center. 4 here. And 4. 3. Great work. And 2. Last one. Now let's switch sides. Opening and closing. And we want to focus right through the center as we do the movement. And 6 to go. Great. 4 more. And 3, 2. And then on your last one, let's draw our knees back together and focus on our belly button. So there's that imaginary marble in your belly button. And we're going to send it to your ribs with a pelvic tilt and an exhale. And then bring it back to neutral. So you're feeling a nice massage into the mat with your lower back. So warming up the pelvis, warming up all those little muscles, deep little muscles. And 5, 4, 3. We're going to come back to neutral in 2. Last one. Now let's draw back to neutral. Once we're back to neutral, we're going to turn that belly button into a bullseye. And we're going to circle your hips around the belly button bullseye in one direction. And then on my cue, we'll come back to center in 3 and 2. Last one. Now let's draw back to neutral and switch direction on that hip circle. And we're going to do 4 more here before we come back to neutral. And we got 2 to go. Last one. Now let's draw back to neutral spine and draw our arms in the air. As our arms come in the air, we're going to focus only on your wrists. So let's do external circles on your wrists. Now let's warm up your brain by reversing the circle on your left wrist. And now let's only reverse the circle on the right wrist. And now as we draw back to center, we're going to turn our palms to face our head. And we're going to drop our hands right on our shoulders and open it up. So you're warming up the shoulders, warming up the biceps, warming up the elbows. And we got 6 to go here. On my cue, our hands are going to land on our shoulders. In 3 more. And 2. Last one. Now let's place our hands on our shoulders and just circle those elbows nice and wide towards the ground. And we're feeling that deep in our shoulder joints. So even though we're working our core today, we need our limbs to do that. So we got to warm up all those joints in 4. 3. Our hands are going to come to our sides in 2. Last one. Now let's place our hands at our sides, our palms down, and you're going to shake your head no to relieve any tension in your neck. As we draw our head back to center, we're going to get started with our Pilates practice today. So I'm going to ask you to draw your left knee and your right knee in the air at tabletop, okay? So we're going to start by kicking the left toe away and then the right toe away. So if this is enough for you, you'll stay here, okay? If you're looking for more, let's draw your head in the air as we do that. The lower our leg goes to the ground, the more you're going to feel this. If your head is up, though, I'd love your eyes on the ceiling, your chin off your chest. And I'd love you to feel tension in your upper abdominals, not in your neck. So if you feel that neck tension, just slowly drop the head. Try to leave those elbows wide. We're going to do 2 more here. And 2. Last one. Now your head can stay up or come down, and we're going to glue your legs together, but we're still going to keep them in tabletop. So now we're going to take both legs away and bring them back in. So if you can feel this in your back, you want to keep those legs high in the air, but if you don't feel it in your back and you want more, you're going to go a little lower to the ground, okay? So the lower we are to the ground, the more we're going to feel that, but we don't want to feel it in our back, okay? So find that sweet spot. Nice wide elbows if the head's up. And 6 here. 5, we want to exhale as the legs come away for 4. And 3, 2. Now, on your last one, we can either keep the knees up or drop the feet, so you decide. Now we're going to focus on the upper body. So wide elbows, head down, inhale, head up, hold. Now let's see if those shoulder blades will come up. If they won't, don't worry about it. If you feel it too much in the neck, heads down, you're squeezing the abs and squeezing the legs together. We're here for 4. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Now let's drop the head, separate the knees and send one toe away and then the other. Once again, if we need that challenge today, head up, eyes on the ceiling, chin off the chest, deciding where we want to place that leg. Hovering it over the ground is going to make it harder for us. Keeping the legs nice and high, a little easier. So we're building tension in those lower abdominals right now, but we don't want to build tension in the back. Exhaling away, inhaling back in. 4 to go. And 3, 2, last one. Okay, knees are staying up. Let's glue them together. Let's send both legs away and then bring the knees back in. Once again, decide what that head's doing. At any point, just drop it if it's too much, okay? Decide what those legs are doing. At any point, they can come higher than lower to make it easier. Exhaling away, inhaling back in. And 6 to go. 5. Our knees are going to stay up. In 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Let's keep the knees up. Drop the head. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the abs. Maybe float the head. Maybe the shoulder blades will come up. Hold it here, but keep breathing. And we're here for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Slowly drop the head. Okay, last time. Ready? One leg. The other leg. Maybe the head up. Okay? Hold strong. We're going to do this last set here and really make sure we feel it. And 8 to go. 7. 6. Hold strong. 5. 4. 3. You got this. 2. Last one. Knees are staying up. Legs are glued together. Both legs. Let's try both legs. Find that sweet spot. Make sure you feel challenged but no discomfort. And exhaling away, inhaling back in. Let's try 6 more. And 6. 5. Are we feeling it yet? 4. 3. Wide elbows. Remind yourself. 2. Last one. Okay, on that last one, knees back in, head down, inhale. Exhale, okay. Lift and hold. Breathe. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Slowly drop the head. Drop your left foot, drop your right foot. Let's come into a full body stretch now. Just lengthen those fibers. As we release our full body stretch, we're going to bring our knees back to a bent position with our feet nice and balanced on the mat. We're going to squeeze our pelvic floor just like we did in our warm-up. We're going to squeeze our glutes. We're going to tuck our shoulder blades under. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to release that. So is this too easy for you? You can do it with the hips up. So squeezing the pelvic floor, squeezing the glutes, and then release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Great. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. We got 4 to go here. And squeeze. And release. Great. Squeeze. And release. Squeeze. And release. Okay, let's do our last one here. Squeeze. And release. As we release, if your hips are up, let's slowly bring them down. And then one more time, both our knees are going to come towards our chest, and we're going to hold on to the sides of the knees. Okay, we're going to inhale. Exhale. Now let's open our arms to the side and our legs out to the front. Hold. We're here for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Breathing for 3. 2. 1. Hug again. Inhale. Exhale. Hold, but breathe. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hug and hold. Last time here. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release. As we release, left foot down, right foot down. Let's bounce off the feet, hip width apart. Start to squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes. Maybe do that with your hips in the air. And then release. Squeeze. And release. So we're doing that same squeeze we did during the warm-up, but we're adding our glutes, okay? Adding our butt. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release. We got 3 more. And squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release. One more here. And squeeze. Release. If your hips are up, slowly bring them down. Let's draw our knees up. Hold on to the sides of the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Let's open it up. And hold, but breathe for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale, exhale, hold, but breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You're almost there. 2, 1. Release. One more time. Inhale, exhale, hold. We got this, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, left foot down, right foot down. Last set on those squeezes, okay? So feet hip width apart, squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes with our exhale, and then release. Hips up if you want extra. If you've got your hips up, you're getting those calves, you're getting those hamstrings, and release. And squeeze, and release. And squeeze, and release. We got 3 more here. And squeeze, and release, and squeeze, and release. Last one, and squeeze, and release. Slowly dropping the hips if they were up, drawing the knees in, holding onto the sides of the knees. Inhale, exhale, release and hold. Breathe. And 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, exhale. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug. Okay, last time. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Stay strong here. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hug and rock. As we draw ourselves back to center, we're going to be coming into a seated position. So let's drop our left foot, drop our right foot, and then you can decide how you want to sit up. You can sit up using your hands in the air, hands across your chest. So pick one of those that works for you. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, and then slowly roll it up. When we get there, grab some water if you need it, okay? As we come into a seated position, your legs are going to come into whatever position is comfortable for you. Mine are going to come in front of me, okay? As they do, we're going to focus on our arms right now. So drop your belly button in your back, leaning back slightly. Arms are going to come in front, okay? If this doesn't work for your lower back, you can hold on to the mat. So we're going to be doing a movement where we come forward, arms in the air, and then come back and hold. And then hands in the air. Great. And then come back, hold. Now, if you want this harder and you don't have a lower back issue, drop it lower, okay? Pull up, and then hold. Great. Pull up, and then hold. Pull up, and then hold. We got 2 more here. 2. And last one. Beautiful. Okay, now let's sit tall. As we do, I'm going to have you place one hand behind your ear, and we're going to be taking that elbow nice and wide, okay? As we do, we're going to send that elbow towards your opposite knee, and then hold. Now switch. Hold. So the hand that's back can stay behind you as you hold that position, okay? That'll make you more stable. And if you need it harder, of course, we can go lower on that hold. And lower on the hold. And lower on the hold. So we're feeling that movement through our side abdominals, okay? And 4 to go. And 3. So the taller you are, the easier that'll be. 2. Last one. On that last one, let's sit tall, arms in front. Okay, bring those arms forward and up. Come on back, hold. And forward and up, giving me that little pause. Bring it up. And hold. And bring it up. Great. And hold. And bring it up. And we got 5 here. And 4. 3. Hold strong. And 2. And then on that last one, let's sit tall. The hands coming behind one ear, and let's rotate towards the opposite knee and hold, and then switch. Great. So I'm sitting nice and tall right now, but if I want more, I'm going to lean back a little. Okay, that's completely optional. Let's try 8 more here. 8 and 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. On that last one, let's give our knees a little hug. As we release our knee hug, we're going to be transitioning, so find some water if you need it, which I am now. And we're going to be going on to your left side. So as we come on your left side, I'm going to invite you to the back edge of your mat. And that left arm, if you have a left shoulder issue and you struggle to keep your arm overhead, you can bend the elbow and send the elbow in front of you. Otherwise, it's going to come right overhead. Now, as we become one with the back edge of our mat, we've got our right hand in front to anchor us, but not for long, okay? So, we're going to be working on a little bit of balance, which automatically works our core. So, let's bring our right arm in the air. That's enough where you can stay here. If it isn't, we're going to bring our right leg in the air, and maybe our left, okay? So, as you can see, I'm struggling to keep my balance with both those legs in the air. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's drop both legs, okay? And send the fingertips to that right ear. And we're going to drop our elbow parallel to the ground, and then we're going to open it up. Parallel and open. So you can follow that elbow with your eyes, unless you get a little dizzy doing that, and then your gaze can just stay forward. But we want to feel this movement through the waist to the side abdominals, okay? And we got 4 to go. Just remember, we don't want to collapse into that right elbow into the mat. We want to keep it parallel, okay? And let's try 2 more here. And 2. Last one. On that last one, rest your head. Right arm can come in the air if it works. Right leg can come in the air if it works. Right and left leg in the air. Notice I'm struggling to keep my balance, but that's the point, right? We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay. Send the right fingertip to the right ear, and then send that elbow parallel to the mat, and then open it up. So you're also trying to keep the rest of your body nice and stable. This is a very small movement coming from the center of your body, okay? And of course that shoulder. And 4 to go. 3, 2. Now, on your last one, I'm going to give you the easiest transition ever. Drop that right hand and roll onto your belly. As we roll onto our belly, we want our feet about hip width apart, and we're going to take our arms overhead, relaxing our shoulders, okay? So we're going to go for a swim. So if you would like this easier, it's going to be opposite arm, opposite leg up, and then release, and then switch, okay? Your head can be down the whole time. I can't drop my head because of my mic, but head down the whole time. If your head's up, make sure your eyes are down, okay? Now, if that's too easy for you, we're going to bring all 4 limbs in the air, and we're going to do that opposite arm, opposite leg lift as a swim, okay? So if you feel that in your back, please make sure that you're only lifting 2 limbs, 2 opposite limbs at a time. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now on that last one, everything's going to come down. And we're going to bring our arms to our sides, but our palms are going to be up towards the ceiling. Our head's on the mat if we need it to be. And we're going to be lifting our arms in the air, drawing our shoulder blades together. Optional head up if the head's up, eyes down. Feet are anchored, so the bottoms of the feet, or the tops of the feet are anchored as we pulse. So we're feeling what? The triceps above the elbows. We're feeling the shoulder blades come together. Maybe our chest will even rise up off the mat, you never know. But you can also do this with your head completely down, forehead on the mat. We're here for 6. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop everything. Bring the arms overhead. Opposite arm, opposite leg coming up. And then switching. If that's too easy, we're going to go for a swim with all 4 limbs in the air. but check in with that lower back. We don't want to feel the lower back in a negative way. If you do, go back to the modified option. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release everything down. Arms to the side, palms up, drawing our shoulder blades together, inhaling. Now, pulse. Keep the breath flowing steady. Maybe lift the head, eyes down. Maybe lift the torso. Lifting that chest up makes that significantly harder. And we're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly release. As we release, we're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders, okay? Because we're going to be pushing ourselves up. So as we come on up, we're going to have a seat with our butt on our heels, okay? Nice wide knees. Forehead is going to connect to the stacked fists or the mat. And we're releasing that lower back right now. As we release that position, grab water if you need it, and we're going to be staying on all fours. So if you have a knee issue, I'm going to invite you to roll your mat so you've got some cushioning beneath your knees, okay? So as we come into that position, we want our hands beneath our shoulders, nice wide fingertips here, and we're going to tuck our toes under. Notice I got my toes tucked under. Now, I've got a couple options for you. So if you feel this in your wrists in a negative way, you can kind of lean backwards, okay? But we are going to rock, so we're going to rock forward into the wrists and back. So this is great bone building. Now, if that's too easy, we're going to be lifting our knees up on the way forward. So remember, our toes are tucked under, and we'll lift the knees up. Your belly button's in your back. And we're here for 6. So knees up or knees down, doesn't matter. Great. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Now on that last one, let's extend our right arm. Let's extend our left leg, and we're going to hold it here. Try to pretend that those fingertips and those toes are reaching as far as they can to the opposite side of the room. So really reach for it. Lengthen the spine. Belly button's right in your back. If you're losing your balance right now, just drop your hand, okay? And then switch. So length and strength here. Bit of balance going on. Hold strong. And 4 here. 3, 2, 1. As we release, we're going to go back to the rock. Okay, so hands beneath the shoulders, wide fingers, rocking back and forth. If that is too easy for you, let's tuck the toes under and lift the knees up. Great. So as soon as we create some tension in the wrists, we're helping build bone. And we're here for 6. And 5. 4. Great. 3, 2. Last one as we release. Let's lengthen that right arm and left leg if possible. If not, just the leg is fine. Really reach for it. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's switch that. Right leg, left arm, holding strong. Ditch the arm if you need to. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's have a seat again. Back onto the heels, wide knees, forehead connecting to the stacked fists of the mat. Whenever we're ready to rise up out of that position, we'll find more water if we need it. And we're going to head on to your right side now. So as we head on to the right side, reminder, we want to go to the back edge of your mat. Right arm is overhead. If your right shoulder is unhappy, please make yourself a pillow and tuck your elbow in front. Okay, left hand's in front for now. And then we're going to slowly try to pick up that left arm, maybe that left leg, and maybe the right leg. And we're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Everything's going to come down. Let's take the left fingertips to the left ear and then draw parallel to the mat on that elbow and open it up. Parallel and open. So you'll probably notice that one side is a little less balanced than the other, and I'm finding my right side more challenging. And 4, 3, this is a very subtle movement through the waist, so your whole body needs to stay nice and strong here. And we're going to try one more. And last one, as we come back to center, one more time. That left arm is going to come in the air, maybe the left leg, maybe the right, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, fingertips to the ears on the left, and then elbows coming parallel, and then opening up. Very small movement here. It's also challenging your balance because that arm is overhead likely. And 5 to go. 4. Hold strong. 3. And 2. And then on that last one, let's draw back to center and release that left hand on the mat. We're going to push ourselves up. This in itself is a great exercise. So make sure you're nice and wide grip on the mat. We're going to push ourselves up with that one hand, okay? As we do, we're going to grab water if we need it, and we're going to make our way back down to a lay down position, but we got to work for that, okay? So belly button to spine, we're going to inhale. Hands can be on the mat, in the air or across your chest. We're rolling it down, okay? Inhale, exhale, let's roll it down. Nice and slowly on this last part if you can get there. And then we're going to make it back onto our mat. As we do, we're going to be drawing all limbs in the air. Okay, so let's balance ourselves off and then draw all limbs in the air. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you to a little bicycle race. So we're going to go for a bicycle. If your hands are up and you've got the wobbles, you can keep them down. And we're here for 8. On my cue, we get to flex our feet and reverse the bicycle. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Now let's flex the feet and reverse that movement. Great, so this is fairly brisk. If you want to slow it down, no worries. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now both knees are going to stay up. Hands are going to come behind our head again. Maybe our head's going to come up for this one. Now we're going to take our left knee, we're going to do an external circle just on that knee. So if you notice you've got a giant case of the wobbles, you can always drop that right foot, okay? On my cue, we get to reverse this knee circle, okay? In 3, 2, last one. Now let's draw back to center, and we're going to reverse the circle. So our goal is to actually make this a circle. It doesn't matter how big it is. The smaller the circle is, the easier it'll be on the wobbles, okay? So find that sweet spot again. And 4, 3, we're going to switch sides. And 2, last one. Now let's draw back to center and switch sides. If your head happens to be up, try to keep the elbows wide, eyes on the ceiling, chin off your chest, but your head does not have to be up if you feel too much tension in your neck. On my cue, we get to reverse this. In 3, 2, last one. Now draw back to center, reverse. Great. And we're going to try 4 more here. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Draw back to center, drop your head. Arms in the air if you choose them to be, and let's go back to our bicycle race. So once again, that rule applies where your feet are lower, the more you're going to feel that in the lower abdominals, but also in your back. So find the spot that works, right? Higher legs is a little easier on the back. On my cue, we're going to flex our feet and reverse this in 4, 3, 2, 1, flex, reverse. That's a bit of brain gym in itself. And 6, 5, 4, 3, we're almost there, 2, last one. Now knees can stay up, hands can come behind the head, maybe head up. And let's focus on that left knee again. So wide elbow as if the head's up, external circle on that left knee. So you are fighting right now, especially if your head's up and your right foot is up, to keep yourself stable from the core. So if you hate this, drop that right foot. And 4, 3, 2, you're almost there. Last one, now draw back to center and switch direction. Hold strong. You want to keep that breath flowing. Every time the knee comes out to the side, you can do the exhale, okay? Inhale as it draws back in. And 3, 2, last one, draw back to center and switch knees, okay? External circle on the right side. One thing that happens as we start to get tired is our elbows are going to start to come in, so leave them nice and wide if you can, or drop your head if you need to. And 4, 3, 2, last one, draw back to center, switch direction on that right knee. We got this, right? Strong. Really circle right from the base of the hip, okay? And 3, 2, last one. Draw back to center, slowly drop the head, slowly drop the feet, and full body stretch it out. Lengthen through those hips now too. Okay, now as we bend through our knees, we're going to be taking our right hand behind our head, behind our neck, and supporting it. We're keeping that nice wide elbow again. We're going to be taking our left arm, and we're just going to keep it in the air. So now we're going to take our right elbow towards our left arm, and then drop. Now, if you've got too much tension in your neck, you can keep the head on the ground. So it's a bit of a head roll here, okay? But if you can, try to lift it up. Just support the head with that right hand, okay? And 4 to go here. 3, 2, we're going to switch sides on my cue. Last one, now left hand's behind the head, right arm's in the air, and let's take our left elbow towards our right arm, okay? Head down if you need to. 6, 5, we're feeling that in our upper abdominals. 3, 2, last one. Now let's switch. So left arm's lengthened, and we'll go for 4 here. And 3, 2, 1. Now let's switch. Right arm is lengthened, and 4 on the left. 3, 2, 1. Now let's switch. Left arm lengthened, right elbow for 2. 1. Now let's switch. Lengthen the right arm, left elbow for 2. 1. Now slowly drop your head and come into that full body stretch one more time. As you release this full body stretch, we're going to start that stretch that I talked about at the beginning of the class. So let's bend through our knees, draw our left knee in towards our chest, holding it beneath the left knee joint. A little bit of tension is coming from the shin to the hands. And our breath is going to be inhale nice and deeply, exhale and relax. On your next exhale, we're going to flex our foot and send our heel towards the ceiling, maybe. Grabbing hold of the bottom of the foot, that is completely optional. You want to try to hold these stretches for at least 20 seconds to give that muscle a chance to release and lengthen. As you release the left leg, let's cross it over on top of the right leg. Arms are going to come into a capital T with our body, with our palms and shoulders down. And now let's shift our lower body weight towards the right. You do not have to connect to the ground just until you feel a nice stretch through that left side of your thigh and glute. And then nice and slowly, we'll draw ourselves back to center, still keeping our legs crossed. When we get to center, we're going to lift up our right foot, feed our hand through the hole, and draw our right leg towards our body. As we slowly release this, we're going to drop our left foot on the mat, draw our right knee in towards our chest, holding it just beneath the knee joint, a little bit of tension from the right shin to the hands. Big deep breaths here. On your next exhale, we're going to flex the foot, send the heel up towards the ceiling, maybe grabbing hold of the bottom of the foot. As we slowly release that right leg, let's cross it on top of the left leg, arms back in our capital T, palms down, shoulders down, and then shift our lower body weight to the left. Feeling that nice stretch on the right side, outer thigh and glute. And then slowly, keeping our legs crossed, we'll draw ourselves back to center, gently lifting our left foot up, feeding our hand through the hole, drawing our left leg towards our body. Slowly, we'll release. Left foot, right foot. We'll draw the soles of our feet together now and gently drop our knees open. And we're going to release the inner thighs now, the groin, the lower abdomen. Big deep breaths, relaxing with each exhale. And then slowly, we'll draw our knees back together again. As we do, let's draw the knees into the chest and draw a nice big circle into the mat with your lower back in one direction. And then we'll gently come back to center and head in the other direction with that circle. And then this time as we draw back to center, we're going to come into that full body stretch one more time with a big inhale. And then we're going to exhale and relax into our mat. And then one more time, big inhale. And then exhale, relaxing into your mat. And then last time, big inhale. Exhale and relax. And you are done. So thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.